The knowledge of one's being is non-objective. An idea, any kind of idea, is objective. What possible relation could it have to true knowledge? Every idea is conceived after the rise of the I notion, the assumed individual. And every idea is just as false as that assumption of the individuality or ego. Where that ego notion vanishes, there is true knowledge. It is non-objective, and it is that in which being is knowing. How else for that I to vanish except by deeply inquiring as to what your nature really is? You engage in any idea, in anything whatsoever, because you conceive of your happiness, your identity, or reality is mixed up with it. So if you say, I know this is unreal, I know this is not myself, and on the other hand say, but it still arises for me and I still get entangled in it, then you don't really know yet, do you? But if you deeply inquire to clarify what the nature of your identity is, you will know. And in that knowledge, the rise of ignorance becomes impossible. Examine yourself. What constitutes separation? You hear about the Absolute Self, or Brahman. You hear about being consciousness bliss, and that it is yourself. And yet you conceive of another yourself. What makes him up? He survives by non-inquiry. Inquiring is like bringing light to look for darkness. If you find out its nature, it will be destroyed. Destruction is final when it is found that that which is destroyed has actually been non-existent right from the start. So examine the so-called sense of individuality and all the tendencies that seem to be built up on it. Destruction of those vasanas or tendencies is the means to liberation or self-realization. Find out the root. Determine what you take to be your identity, what you define yourself as. All experience proceeds from there.